Hey everybody, today I am going to be doing a comparison between the EcoFlow Delta Pro and this Abok power system. Um, I have been using the EcoFlow for about 2 years. The Abok I'm a little newer to. There are some differentiators I'm kind of seeing right away, and so I thought I'd just explain those, and then I'll do another video later after I've used the Abok for a while longer. But very similar systems, similar amounts of power. You can look at the details to see exactly what those differences are. But for me, I use these kind of units for taking my camper van out, as well as backup for my condo in Florida in case there's a hurricane. So it's great for like powering a refrigerator. These things can really handle larger amounts of power than like smaller batteries. So they can do things like microwaves, refrigerators. Both of them can cover that kind of space. Of course, for me, when I'm out in the camper, I want them to last for a couple of days powering more minor things, but I do use a microwave in my camper, and the EcoFlow has always been really handy for that. So anyhow, okay, let's talk about some of the differences. First of all, okay, when I opened up the EcoFlow and I opened up Abok and their boxes, I will say EcoFlow put a little bit more into like their branding and kind of the wow factor when you first open it up. But overall, I think they're both really solid machines that can do some really incredible things. And Abok has really surprised me with a couple of key features that I think are pretty neat. So let's just talk about the front display really quick. You're going to see something really similar here. On the left side of both of these, you have the amount of uh, time left that it will last at its current like output. It doesn't really matter on either of these right now because nothing's plugged into either of them. And so um, then we're going to have the amount of battery that's left in the center, and then you're going to have input on top and output on bottom on both. So that's really the same. Where we start to see a little bit of difference is that on the EcoFlow, you're going to have 4 of the regular USB and then 2 USB-C. Whereas on the Abok, you have 4 USB-C and 2 USB-A. And so that's a little bit different. Another thing, I haven't played with this at all, but there's this here which seems to let you adjust the wattage. And I don't even know exactly what you would do with that. So I haven't played with that at all, but that is another differentiator here. The next difference is that the Abok actually has some DC powering options as well. So that's kind of unique to this one. I personally am probably not going to use that, but you have the ability to, which is kind of cool. It's always nice to have more features, right? Then on both of these, you're going to have 4 of your standard outlets. This one is under this door on the Abok, and I'm honestly not sure that I like there being a door there. Um, and I'm not sure what the purpose of it is, but that's just one of the differences. Both of these systems allow you to, well, this is one where I would say the Abok has a little bit of a hand up too. Here you can turn on or off the AC part. So that means you can leave stuff plugged in, and you can turn this off if you're not using that part without having to unplug everything, which is awesome. This one has it for all 3 sections. So you have AC, DC, and your USB power, which I think is pretty cool and just a little bit of a step up there. They both have luggage style handles that you can pull out so that you can roll it on its wheels. They both come out quite a bit further than what I'm showing you right here. A different style handle. I actually think I kind of just like the look of the EcoFlow one, but they both feel really solid, and either one's going to do the job. They both have fans built into the sides. You can see that Abok is a little bit taller, but here's another difference. This one, the EcoFlow Delta Pro, is 99 pounds, whereas this one is only 92 pounds. So even though it is a little bit larger, it is a little bit lighter, and I'm definitely appreciative of something that's going to weigh a little bit less when trying to move it. Either way, they're heavy, but you know. Both of them have good handles. This one, the EcoFlow, came with these branded little Velcro grips that you can remove. So I guess that's nice because it's more comfortable for your hands, but both of the handles on both of them are really solid and pretty awesome. Okay, let's take a look at the back side. We are going to see what we got here. Now, I've never put the EcoFlow up on its backside, but it does look like you could do that with this handle here. I never really thought about that, you know, while protecting the ports. This one actually has this in place, like separate from a handle, because the handle is built more into the body. On both of these, on the back is where you're going to charge the actual generator itself, right? And so these are the options on the EcoFlow. You have your solar, your AC, and your DC. And then you're going to have the same on this, and both come with cords for that. So that's pretty standard. Both of them have the extra battery ports. You have that here and here, and down there at the bottom. So that's the same. Now, one of the things that I'm really excited about on the Abok is this light right here. And the reason I'm so excited about that is because I use this, my battery stays in the back of my camper in like the garage area under the bed. And there are a lot of times I've been out with the EcoFlow digging around in the dark, trying to figure out where I'm supposed to plug something in at or whatever. It's just really, it can be really dark. And so that's actually a really handy thing that I would not have thought about when I was first looking for a battery. But now that I see it on here, I'm like, that is actually a really great idea. Anyhow, with both of these, you're going to get a lot of power. They both seem really well made. Like I said, I haven't had as much experience with the Abok, but, and I hope I'm saying that right, Abok, I think that's how you say the name. I definitely love EcoFlow, and I also have a little EcoFlow Delta 3, and I think their brand is really great. So, but I think you have two really good options in both of these, and I hope that this helps you make a decision.